Hi friends, this is Raja. Welcome to Coder's Companion. The topic that I am going to cover in this video is while loop. This is a series of videos on Python programming for beginners. And for more videos, you can visit my channel or click on my playlist link given in the description. Before moving on to the video, I would recommend you to subscribe my channel so that you get the notification each time I publish a new video. Let's get started. Looping statements. In general, a Python program is executed line by line. But there may be a situation when we need to execute a block of code several times. In this scenario, a looping statement is used. A looping statement allows us to execute a statement or a block of statements multiple times. These are the subtopics in looping statements. While loop is the first topic that we are going to see. I am going to explain about while loop using a real-time example. Let's assume that I have an empty container and I want to fill the container entirely with water from a nearby pond using a bucket. Let's start our looping scenario. At first, check if the container is not full. If true, then fetch one bucket of water from the pond and pour it in the container, and each time I pour, I will check if the container is not full. If true, then repeat the task of pouring water until the container is full of water. At last the container is full. Now terminate the loop. You can relate this example with while loop in Python programming. This is the syntax of while loop. It starts with while keyword followed by a condition and a colon. A block of statements starts from a new line with 4-space indentation. While loop is used to execute a block of statements repeatedly until a given condition is true. And when the condition becomes false, it exits the loop. Apart from the syntax, a looping variable can be used in a while loop for initialization, for using it in condition, and for incrementing or decrementing inside the while loop. Let's see this with an example. Here count is a loop variable. It is initialized to 1. The while loop will continue to execute until count is less than 5. And it must have to increment the looping variable to make the condition false and terminate the loop. Let's analyze the output while executing this program. Initial value of count is equal to 1. Checks the condition count less than 5. It is true. So it enters the while loop and prints iteration 1. Now I increment the count value by 1. So count is equal to 2. And again it loops back to while condition. Count is still less than 5. So it prints iteration 2. Again count is incremented by 1 and it continues the loop till count is equal to 4. When count value is 5, the condition becomes false, so it exits the loop and prints out of while. Let's write some Python programs to demonstrate while loop. Open Python IDLE file editor. I am initializing count variable to 1. While loop starts here with the condition count less than or equal to 10. Block of statements starts here. I am printing iteration and count value. Incrementing the count value by 1. Now I want to exit the while loop, so I start the print statement from margin. Now let's save and run the program. It prints iteration 10 times starting from count is equal to 1 to 10. And when count is equal to 11, the condition becomes false and exits the loop and prints the last statement, I am out of while loop. Let's increase the increment value by 2. Now let's save and run the program. As the count value is increased by 2, it prints iteration 1, iteration 3, iteration 5 and so on. Let's change the program so that instead of incrementing the count by 2, it must decrement it by 2. I am initializing count value to 10. Here I am changing the while condition count greater than or equal to 1. Now I am decrementing the count by 2. So count minus is equal to 2. Save and run the program. It prints iteration 10, iteration 8, iteration 6 and so on. Because the count value was initially 10 and for each iteration count value is decremented by 2, and when count value becomes less than 1, it exits the loop and prints I am out of while loop. What will happen if I remove this line count minus is equal to 2? Let's see. It prints iteration 10 continuously, resulting into infinite while loop. As the count value is not decremented, it remains as 10 throughout the loop and the condition count greater than or equal to 1 is always true. To exit the infinite loop, from the file menu, select Shell, Interrupt Execution or Ctrl C. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click on the like button, share the link to your friends, and for any questions and comments, feel free to post it in the comment box. And don't forget to subscribe my channel so that you get the notification each time I publish a new video. See you in next video.